My precious child, stop right there. Freeze this moment. I need your full attention because what I am about to reveal to you is going to change everything you thought you understood about the season you have been walking through. That waiting period that has felt endless, that delay that has confused you, that closed door that frustrated you, that unanswered prayer that made you question whether I was even listening. You are about to see why. Not someday in the distant future. Not when you get to heaven and can finally ask me all your questions. Right now, in this moment, I am pulling back the curtain, and I am going to show you what I have been doing in the invisible realm while you thought nothing was happening in the visible one. You did not stumble upon this message by accident. I orchestrated this divine appointment because the waiting is about to make sense. The delay is about to be justified. And the breakthrough you have been crying out for is about to manifest in such a powerful way that you will fall to your knees in worship when you realize what I was protecting you from and what I was preparing you for. This is not another motivational word to get you through another difficult day. This is the revelation moment when heaven opens, light floods into your understanding, and you finally see what I have been building while you thought I was silent. Do not turn away. Do not scroll past this. Do not let distraction steal what I am about to pour into your spirit because I am revealing things right now that I have hidden from you until this exact moment. And if you miss this word, you will miss the key that unlocks everything you have been waiting for. I know what you have been thinking. I know what you have been feeling. I have watched you wrestle with questions in the middle of the night when everyone else was asleep and you thought you were alone with your doubts. I heard you when you whispered, "God, why is this taking so long? Why do other people get their breakthrough immediately while I am still waiting? What did I do wrong? Did you forget about me? Are you punishing me for something? Is this promise even real, or did I imagine that you spoke to me?" I heard every question. I saw every tear. I felt every moment of discouragement that made you want to give up. And I was never offended by your honesty because I am not a fragile God who cannot handle your real emotions. But I also did not change my plan to soothe your impatience because my plan was perfect. My timing was precise. And what I was doing during the wait was far more important than you rushing into something you were not ready to receive. You have been focused on what you were waiting for. I have been focused on who you were becoming while you waited. You have been measuring the length of the delay. I have been measuring the depth of the transformation. You thought the waiting was the problem. I knew the waiting was the preparation. Let me show you something you could not see from where you have been standing. Every single delay in your life has been deliberate, not accidental, not me being slow, not me forgetting about you. Deliberate, intentional, strategically designed with precision that would astound you if you could see the complexity of what I have been coordinating. You have been looking at your situation from ground level, and from that perspective, it looks like nothing is moving. But I have been looking at it from heaven's perspective, and from here, I can see 1,000 different pieces that all have to align perfectly for you to receive what I promised without it destroying you. Think about it like this. Imagine you are standing in front of a massive, intricate jigsaw puzzle with 10,000 pieces, and you are holding one piece in your hand, the piece that represents your breakthrough. You keep trying to force that piece into the puzzle, but it does not fit yet. So you cry out to me, "God, why will you not let this fit? I am ready. I want this now." But what you cannot see is that there are 900 other pieces that have to be put in place first before your piece has a spot to fit into. I can see the whole picture. I can see which pieces are still missing. I can see the exact moment when everything will be ready. And I am working day and night, moving pieces you do not even know exist, positioning people you have never met, shifting circumstances that seem completely unrelated to your situation, closing doors you wanted to walk through because they would have taken you away from the spot where your piece actually belongs. The waiting has not been me withholding from you. The waiting has been me working for you in ways so complex and so detailed that your human mind could not comprehend the orchestration, even if I explained it to you. But now, my child, now the pieces are almost in place. The puzzle is almost complete, and you are about to see why every single delay was necessary. You are about to see why that door had to close. You are about to see why that relationship had to end. You are about to see why that job did not work out. You are about to see why you did not get that opportunity when you thought you were ready for it. You are about to see why I said not yet when everything in you was screaming now. Because what I have been preparing for you is so much bigger, so much better, so much more perfectly aligned with who you are, and what I created you to do, that if you had received what you were asking for when you were asking for it, you would have settled for less than my best. And I love you too much to let you settle. Do you remember the specific moment when you prayed that prayer? The one where you poured out your heart to me with such desperation and such faith, believing that I was going to answer immediately. Do you remember how convinced you were that the breakthrough was coming right then? And do you remember the crushing disappointment when days turned into weeks, weeks turned into months, and months turned into years, and still nothing happened? You thought I did not hear you, but I heard every word. You thought I did not care, but I cared so deeply that I refused to give you a partial answer when I had a complete one prepared. You thought my silence meant no, but my silence meant not yet, and there is a universe of difference between those two responses. No means it is never going to happen. Not yet means I am working on something so good that it is worth the wait, and when it finally arrives, you are going to understand exactly why I made you wait for it. Let me tell you what I have been doing while you have been waiting. I have been moving in the lives of people who are going to be essential to your next season. People you have not met yet. People who are going to open doors for you, connect you to opportunities, speak words over you that will shift your trajectory, invest in your vision, walk beside you in the battles ahead. But those people were not ready when you first prayed that prayer. They were still on their own journey. They were still being shaped and positioned and prepared. If I had brought you into your breakthrough 3 years ago, those people would not have been there, and you would have walked into your destiny alone, struggling to carry what I designed to be carried by a team. So I made you wait, not to punish you, to protect you, not to withhold from you, to prepare the people you are going to need. I have been closing doors that looked good to you but would have led you into traps you could not see. You wanted that job so badly. You prayed for it. You believed for it. You were devastated when you did not get it. But I saw what you could not see. I saw the toxic environment that would have broken your spirit. I saw the compromise you would have been forced to make. I saw the destruction that was waiting for you down that path. And because I love you, I closed that door even though it made you angry with me at the time. You will understand soon. You are about to get an opportunity that is so perfectly aligned with who I created you to be that you are going to weep with gratitude that I did not let you settle for that other thing. The closed door was not rejection. It was redirection. And the direction I was redirecting you toward is about to be revealed. I have been working in you, reshaping your character, refining your motives, healing your wounds, building your faith, teaching you to trust me in the dark so that when I bring you into the light, you will not fall apart under the weight of the blessing. You were not ready 3 years ago, my child. I know you thought you were. I know you believed you were. But I knew you were not. If I had given you what you asked for back then, it would have destroyed you because your character could not have sustained it. You would have been crushed by the pressure. You would have been corrupted by the power. You would have been broken by the responsibility. So I made you wait, not because I enjoyed watching you struggle, but because I saw the person you needed to become in order to steward what I wanted to give you, and I loved you enough to develop that person even though the development process was painful. Every trial you walked through was not random. It was curriculum. Every disappointment you endured was not meaningless. It was training. Every moment when you felt like you were going backwards was actually me taking you deeper so that your roots would be strong enough to support the tree I was growing. I have been dismantling things in your life that would have hindered you in your next season, relationships that were draining you, mindsets that were limiting you, habits that were holding you back. You did not understand why everything seemed to be falling apart. You thought you were losing, but I was clearing the ground. I was removing the obstacles. I was making room for the new thing I was about to build. And I had to do it before I released the blessing, because if I had released the blessing while those hindrances were still in place, You would have lost the blessing trying to maintain things that were never meant to go with you into your future. The loss you mourned was not punishment. It was preparation. The emptiness you felt was not abandonment. It was me creating space for what I was about to fill. I've been testing your faithfulness in the small things because what I am about to give you is not small, and I needed to know that you would not forget me when the big thing came. I needed to know that you would still worship me when the blessing arrived the same way you worshiped me in the waiting. I needed to know that you wanted me more than you wanted what I could give you. So I watched how you responded when nobody was watching. I watched what you did with the little I entrusted to you. I watched whether you stayed faithful when faithfulness was costly and seemed to produce no results. And my child, you passed the test. There were moments when you stumbled. There were days when your faith wavered, but you did not quit. You did not walk away. You stayed. You kept showing up. You kept believing even when belief was hard. And because you were faithful with little, I am about to trust you with much. Now let me show you what is coming. Let me pull back the curtain just enough so you can see what I have been building while you thought nothing was happening. That dream I placed in your heart years ago, the one you almost gave up on, the one you stopped talking about because people made you feel foolish for still believing it could happen. It is about to manifest. Not in the small, limited way you were imagining. In a way that is so much bigger and so much more impactful that you are going to realize your imagination was too small to contain what I had planned. I am about to open a door that no man can shut. I am about to bring you into a room you could never have accessed on your own. I'm about to connect you with people whose names you recognize, people who carry influence and authority and resources, people who are going to look at you and see the anointing on your life and decide to invest in what I am doing through you. You are going to walk into rooms and think, how did I get here? I do not belong here. And I am going to remind you that you are exactly where you belong because I prepared this place for you before you were born. That financial struggle you have been walking through, the pressure that has kept you up at night wondering how you were going to make it, it is about to break. I'm about to release provision into your life in such abundance that you are going to be overwhelmed. Not just enough to get by, enough to overflow, enough to be generous, enough to fund the vision I gave you, enough to be a blessing to others the way you have been praying to be blessed. And when it comes, and it is coming soon, you are going to see why I made you wait. Because if I had given you financial abundance 3 years ago, you would have wasted it trying to fill the holes in your soul that only I could fill. But now you have learned that I am your source. Now you have learned to be content in every circumstance. Now you have learned to trust me whether you have much or little. So now I can trust you with much, and you will not lose yourself in it. That relationship you have been praying for, whether it is reconciliation with someone you lost or the arrival of someone new, I have been preparing it. Every detail, every moment, every conversation. I have been working in their heart the same way I have been working in yours, and I have been aligning the timing so that when you come together, it will not be a collision but a divine connection. You are about to see why that other relationship had to end. You are about to see why I kept you single when everyone around you was pairing off. You are about to see why I did not fix that broken relationship when you begged me to. Because what I have been preparing is so much healthier, so much more aligned with my purpose for your life, so much more life-giving than what you were clinging to. You thought you knew what you needed. I knew what you actually needed, and you are about to receive it. That calling you have been running from because you felt unqualified, that thing I have been whispering to your spirit that seemed too big and too impossible, I am about to push you into it. Not with force, but with such a clear opening that you will not be able to deny it is me. The door is about to swing wide open. The opportunity is about to present itself. The confirmation is about to come from multiple sources. And you are going to realize that every single thing you walked through in the waiting was preparing you for this exact moment. The pain you endured gave you empathy for the people you are about to serve. The failure you experienced taught you humility that will keep you grounded when success comes. The isolation you felt trained you to hear my voice clearly so that when the noise and the crowds come, you will not be confused about whose voice to follow. You are not unqualified, my child. You are perfectly qualified because I qualified you through the waiting. I need you to understand something that is going to shift your entire perspective. The waiting was never about the thing you were waiting for. It was always about you. The promise was set. The blessing was prepared. The breakthrough was already finished in the spiritual realm before you even prayed for it. But you were not ready to receive it. And I am not a careless father who throws gifts at my children before they are mature enough to handle them. I am a wise father who prepares my children for the gifts I have prepared for them. So while you were focused on when the promise would arrive, I was focused on making sure you would be ready when it did. Every delay was development. Every setback was setup. Every no was protecting you so that when the yes came, you would be standing in the right place, with the right people, with the right character, with the right faith to receive it and steward it well. And now, my beloved, now the waiting is almost over. I am not saying this to get your hopes up only to disappoint you again. I am saying this because it is true. The pieces are in place. The people are positioned. The doors are about to open. The provision is about to be released. The healing is about to manifest. The breakthrough is about to come. And when it does, when you see it with your own eyes and hold it in your own hands and walk into it with your own feet, you are going to look back on this entire season of waiting and you are going to weep, not with sadness, with awe, because you are going to see so clearly why every single delay was necessary. You are going to see the traps I steered you away from. You are going to see the growth that happened in you that could not have happened any other way. You are going to see the connections I was making behind the scenes. You are going to see the perfect timing of it all. And you are going to say, God, you were right. It was worth the wait. I would not change a single thing about the journey because now I see what you were doing. But I need something from you right now, in this moment before the breakthrough fully manifests. I need you to stop complaining about the wait. I need you to stop comparing your timeline to someone else's. I need you to stop questioning whether I am really going to come through for you. I need you to stop rehearsing all the reasons you think you have been disqualified. I need you to make a decision right now to trust me completely, to believe that I know what I am doing, to rest in the certainty that my timing is perfect even when it does not feel fast. Because the energy you are spending on doubt and frustration and impatience is energy you are going to need for what is coming. The breakthrough I am bringing is going to require faith to walk into. It is going to require courage to steward. It is going to require strength to maintain. And if you are exhausted from fighting me during the wait, you are not going to have what you need to thrive in the blessing. So here is what I want you to do. I want you to make a declaration right now. Say it out loud. Say, God, I trust your timing. I do not understand everything you have been doing, but I believe you have been working for my good. I release my frustration about the wait. I let go of my questions about the delay. I choose to believe that you are about to show me why this season was necessary. I choose to believe that the breakthrough is coming and that it is going to be better than anything I imagined. I am ready to receive what you have prepared. I am ready to walk into what you have been building. I am ready to see why you made me wait. Now I want you to get ready, practically ready, spiritually ready, emotionally ready, because what I am about to do is going to move fast once it starts moving, and I do not want you to miss it because you were not paying attention. Start preparing your heart to receive. Start clearing space in your life for the new thing. Start setting boundaries with people and situations that are not aligned with where I am taking you. Start spending more time in my presence so that when I speak, you recognize my voice immediately. Start worshiping me in advance for what I am about to do. Start thanking me for the breakthrough before you see it with your natural eyes. Because faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, and I am looking for childlike faith that believes me simply because I said it. The wait is almost over, my child. The delay is about to make sense. The closed doors are about to be justified. The unanswered prayers are about to be explained. You are about to see why I made you wait. And when you do, when the full revelation comes and you see the intricate, beautiful, perfect plan I was working the entire time, You are going to worship me with a depth and a passion and a gratitude you have never experienced before. You are going to tell your story, and people who are in their own waiting season are going to be encouraged to hold on because they will see that I am faithful. You are going to look at the blessing in your hands and say, "It was worth it. Every tear, every question, every moment of doubt. It was all worth it because look at what God did." So hold on just a little longer. Keep believing, keep trusting, keep standing on my promises even when everything around you says it is not going to happen. Because I am telling you right now, with all the authority of heaven behind my words, it is going to happen. It is already happening. The breakthrough is in motion. The pieces are falling into place. The wait is almost over. And you are about to see why I made you wait. Get ready, my beloved. Get ready. Your season is shifting. Your waiting is ending. Your breakthrough is here. Type Amen if you believe your wait is about to make sense, and share this message with someone who needs to hold on just a little longer.